Welcome to Beyond Borders Briefing, where we bring you the latest news and analysis from around the world. Today's episode, we'll be looking at the situation in Gaza, where Israeli air and ground forces have launched a massive offensive against Hamas, the militant group that controls the coastal enclave. The Israeli military says it is targeting Hamas's network of tunnels, rocket launchers, and command centers, as well as other militant groups and infrastructure. It says it is responding to hundreds of rockets fired by Hamas at Israeli cities since Saturday, when Hamas launched a surprise attack that killed more than 250 people at a music festival in southern Israel. But the Palestinian Health Ministry says that more than 800 people have been killed and 4,250 wounded in Gaza since the Israeli retaliation began. Many of them are civilians, including children. The UN says that more than 200,000 people have fled their homes and are seeking shelter in UN-run schools or other buildings. The residents of Gaza say there is nowhere safe to go, as Israeli strikes hit residential buildings, markets, mosques, and roads. They describe scenes of chaos, fear, and destruction. Some say they have no water, electricity, food, or fuel. We spoke to some of them by phone or social media. Here are some of their voices. Nadine Abdul Latif, 13, from Al Rimal neighborhood in Gaza City said that we have no safe place to go to. We decided to stay in our house because we have nowhere else to go. My father has been missing since Saturday. He was working in Israel, but we lost contact with him after Hamas attacked. We don't know if he is alive or dead. Tariq al-Hilu, 29, from al-Sudaniya in northern Gaza said that my neighborhood was destroyed by Israeli strikes on Sunday morning. My family members ran out of the house in different directions. I don't know where they are. My neighbors were trapped under the rubble. I could hear their screams for help. Muhammad Abu al-Qas, 35, from Rimal neighborhood in Gaza City said that I lost everything. My apartment, where my 5 children lived, was here in this building. My grocery shop below the building was destroyed. We have become homeless. There is no shelter for us anymore or work. The international community has expressed its concern and called for an immediate ceasefire and humanitarian access to Gaza. The U.S. has expressed its support for Israel's right to self-defense, but also urged it to avoid civilian casualties and de-escalate the situation. President Joe Biden said he was in contact with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and other regional leaders to try to restore calm. He also confirmed that 11 Americans were killed and others were held hostage by Hamas in Israel. Hamas has threatened to broadcast the executions of some of the hostages if Israel does not stop its attacks on Gaza. It also warned other countries not to interfere in the conflict, saying it would target anyone who supports Israel. Hamas said it was fighting for the liberation of Palestine and Jerusalem, and accused Israel of violating human rights and international law. The conflict between Israel and Hamas is the worst since 2014, when a 50-day war killed more than 2,000 Palestinians and 73 Israelis. The root causes of the dispute remain unresolved, such as the Israeli occupation of Palestinian territories, the blockade of Gaza, the status of Jerusalem, and the fate of Palestinian refugees. As the violence continues, many people fear that the region is on the brink of a full-scale war, with no end in sight. We'll keep you updated on this developing story as it unfolds. Thank you for watching Beyond Borders Briefing. Please like, share, and subscribe for more news and analysis from around the world. See you next time.